All right, guys, I want to welcome you in here today to your information session about our 6-week transformation program. And we've had a phenomenal year. We've had phenomenal success. All you got to do is scroll through any of my walls. You can scroll through the Sherry's Challenge page and you'll just see results after results after results. Okay, so I'm welcoming you here to this meeting today. I also want to find out if you're in the right place, right? This may not be the right program for you. And very shortly, within the first 15 minutes or so, we're going to figure out if this is the right place for you to be and if we can help you. I have an opportunity for you to save lots of money to join this program. And yes, you can get this program for free. So I want to make that clear right here and now. You will absolutely get this 6-week program for free. And I'm going to explain to you how that works, okay? First thing we need to understand is, why is this program different from any other place that you've seen? So first of all, this is not a fitness or nutrition plan. We're not just going to write out a plan and give it to you and get you to follow it for 6 weeks. If that is something that you're looking for, what's going to happen is you're going to keep repeating all the same mistakes that we've been doing for years and years and years, right? We find a program like Weight Watchers, whatever. We follow it for 6 weeks. We do really, really well. We lose a whole bunch of weight. Life gets in the way. Next thing you know, you've got 30 pounds back on your body again. And you're like, but it was working for me, right? Weight Watchers was working for me. I lost all that weight. It didn't work for you because that's why we're still right back here at the same problem again. This program is different because it teaches you the science of the body. It teaches you about your body. It teaches you understand what's going on with your body, because your body is very different from your body. They're very different from your body and my body. And there is no one fixed plan that is going to automatically work for you. Once you sit down and you understand how the body works and then how your body works, we teach you how you will then design your own plan based on what you figure out. We're also a complete online gym. So all the experiences that you may have when you go into a gym, you'll be able to find right in your own living room. And the way how we do that is we have live interactive classes. This is the technology we use, which is Zoom, and all of our classes are done that way here. So you see them and you see me, and we do those live interactive classes together, okay? This is also your online country club, right? This is your tribe. This is a true family and a true environment where you come and you feel a part of a community. We work extremely hard to make you feel like you're part of a family from the moment you walk through those virtual doors. The day you sign up, we pair you up with all sorts of people so that the moment you get started into the program, you automatically feel like you're surrounded by people who not only really care about you, but they're there to make sure that you succeed. Okay, so that's really important. What's different here is that we are changing lives, okay? If you've been following me at all for any length of time, you see that I'm extremely passionate about what I do. I'm not a personal trainer that shows up for an hour and scans my phone for a while, counts a few of your reps, and then see you next week kind of thing, okay? We work crazy hard to over-deliver. And I have a team of people around me to make you feel connected 365 days out of the year. So when you come in here, you'll feel that connection. And we want to teach you how to heal the body from the inside out. So weight loss is a side effect of what happens from what I teach you. So it doesn't matter whether you have weight to lose or you don't have weight to lose. Regardless of why you might be here, it could be that you've got a lot of pain in your body, or maybe you're dealing with an illness, or maybe you're dealing with depression or anxiety. All of those issues can be, I'm not going to say 100% resolved, but can be dramatically reduced once you start understanding how the body works. My goal is to teach you how to drive your body the same way you drive your car, which is completely intuitive. I want you to be able to get up in the morning and not even think about how you're going to drive your body and drive your life. You've decided that your health and your life is non-negotiable. You've learned how to fuel your body and move your body so that just living every single day, intuitively, you just live a healthy lifestyle. Now, I know that that sounds easier than counting calories and counting points and macro charts and micro charts and weighing your food and Fitness Pal and how many calories, because it's all crap. All that stuff is crap. We are a species that have been around for tens of thousands of years. Our bodies were designed to move. Our bodies were designed to eat from the ground. And if we just stuck to those rules, we would be healthy. And I share with you the science of how our bodies are cyclical. They're cyclical and they're seasonal. So you need to understand that your bodies were designed to go with the seasons, and they were designed to go with the circadian rhythm of the sun. And I teach you all that stuff. And once you understand, you're like, oh, okay, I get it now. And when you wake up in the morning, you'll have started to create a standard, a foundation of education that you stand on, that you connect with, you support it, you believe in it. You decided that I like that, I agree with that, and it becomes part of your foundation. And as you go with us week after week after week, and you start to learn a little bit more and a little bit more, and you start to stack up that information, and you've stacked up only the stuff that you connect with. You're not going to connect with everything that I teach you, but the stuff that you do connect with, and you're like, okay, I understand that, and you stand on it, and with your accountability coach, you say, I'm going to make that a new standard of my life. One day I woke up and I said, I'm going to wake up at 4 a.m. every single morning, because between the hours of 4 and 6 is my most productive time when I take care of me, when I practice my fitness, when I educate my mind, when I nourish my body with hydration. And that's my standard. It may not be your standard, but it's mine. And for the past year, religiously, I've been waking up between 4 and 5 o'clock every single morning, Monday through Sunday, and I practice this routine. It's a ritual in my life. And I teach you how you create your own rituals that are best for you and your family, your stress levels, your sleep levels, your family life, your preferences, what works for you. And what do? We hold you accountable to your decisions. You made certain decisions, and we're going to hold you accountable and keep you motivated to stay engaged with that. Okay? So I know that you're thinking, okay, why do I know what you're thinking? Because I have had over 500 cups of tea on my couch where I have met people face to face for 10 years, okay? And I've had a cup of tea and I've had the same conversation with all these people who come in, and the first problem that they have is a massive fear of failure. They've tried Weight Watchers, they've tried 21 Day Fix, they've tried Beach Body Mommy, they've tried all these things, and it works, and then they drop. It works, and then they drop. And then every time they drop, they've got this huge sense of failure. And I know that you have that concern sometime of either coming in or investing in a program where you feel like, oh my God, if I invest in another program again, my husband's going to kill me because he's going to see, what's going to happen when I don't finish the program. A lot of people are afraid of change, right? Like they like their cereal in the morning, right? They like going to Rockaberries on Friday nights. They have their routines, their wines, their this, their that, and they don't want to give that up. And I'm here to tell you that you make all the decisions. So the way that I best describe it is, imagine that you're a horse, right? And I've got acres and acres and acres of land, and it's fenced in, because within that fenced in area is all the education that I share with you, but you're free to roam in there as much as you want to make your own decisions. I don't block you into this little regimented rules of what you have to follow in order to get success. I give you guidance. I give you guidance and education, and from there, you make all the decisions that are best for you, okay? Time, money, energy, these are all concerns. I don't know if I have the timeshare. I've got a very busy schedule. I've got 3 kids. I'm a teacher. I'm this, I'm that. Money, my husband's never going to agree for me to join another program. Energy, I am so demotivated. I don't have any motivation. I am tired all the time. I wake up tired. I get to the end of the day tired. I don't want to have to cook 3 meals for me and then my kids and then my husband and all that kind of stuff. And I'm here to tell you today that we have solutions for all of those things.
I had suffered from anxiety and panic attacks for years and years and years. And one thing that I did learn was that sugar is a huge trigger for those, so I knew that by cutting sugar, I would definitely decrease the risk of a panic attack. What I didn't really realize what was triggering my emotional eating was the chemical addiction. And I've been an emotional eater my whole entire life. This is the first time that I can ever remember where I don't feel the need to turn to food when I have a stressful day.
Yep.
Like you're saying, I'll book a class, and say, no, I'm going to go see my friends at Sherry's studio and I'm going to work out. And once I get that done, there's no need, there's no inclination to turn to food anymore. I've had this conversation with people, and I'll tell you right now, what I say is, I'm so excited about being part of Sherry's program, being part of Sherry's community, because it's not just an exercise program. You walk in the door, you feel like your family, you get the support you need. If you can't do a move, Sherry's there to tell you, do this modification. It's unlike any group I've ever joined. The systems in place, the knowledge I've gained have changed my health for the better. I've never felt better. I want this for all my friends and family. I want them to feel as good as I feel, have good health, and live a long life. There's no reason why they shouldn't join me. And well, they know me. I'm an independent person. I don't usually like the group thing. I love this. I've made friends for life now. That, as an adult, you think, how many friends do you need? These people have a common goal. We all have a common goal. Our health is non-negotiable. We're working towards it together. We're learning together, trying new things together. I couldn't thank you more for what you've given me and for the people that I've met and the knowledge I've gained. Like, it's invaluable.
Okay, our goal here is to help you to make your health non-negotiable after you have been neglecting your body while caring for the people that you love. We say this because we see this time and time and time again. Often you have kids and then all of a sudden we become so focused in on the kids and our husbands and our jobs and our mother-in-laws, and all of a sudden there's no time left for us. There's no money, there's no time, there's no energy left for us, and then mommy guilt sets in. And I don't know who programmed mommy guilt into our little brains, but it's not fair because you have one asset. This residence that you're living in right now, this machine that you have, it's the only one you have, and it's designed to stay with you until your last breath. You came in with this body, you're going to leave with this body. And the fact that we feel even an ounce of guilt for taking the time to make sure that you nourish your private residence. We will clean dishes, vacuum, mop floors. We're going to fold laundry. We're going to do groceries. We're going to do everything for our physical residence. And yet when it comes time to making sure that the brain works well and the gut is well nourished and our immune system up and our energy levels are high and we feel motivated and strong and we've got muscles on our body, that all of a sudden there's no time, money, or energy left for that. It's ludicrous because the kids move up and out. The husbands will either stay or they're going to leave. The jobs come and go, and the iPhones come and go, and the Facebooks come and go, and the cars come and go, and there's all these things that fluctuate in and out of your body. But this thing right here, it's the only thing that stays with you your entire life. It demands attention, and moving your body is non-negotiable. It's not a choice. It's not a choice whether or not you move the body. It's a must. And it's only been within the last 100 years, even in the last 50 years, that it's suddenly become a choice, because our lifestyle for the last 50 years has become increasingly sedentary, as you well know. But for tens of thousands of years, our bodies were in motion 7 days a week, right? So it's really important to understand these things. You need to adjust that mindset. Since the day you were born, because all of us here are within about the same age, we grew up on cereal, boxed food. We grew up on bread in a bag. We grew up in peanut butter that you take out of a jar. We grew up on the cans that you open up and take out. But for tens of thousands of years, our bodies never ate this stuff, ever. It's foreign. It's foreign stuff to our bodies right now. And every time that you put this stuff in your body, the sugars, the vegetable oils, and all of this processed food, going to restaurants, going to drive-thrus, your body sees this as invaders. It takes thousands of years for your DNA to mutate, to adapt to an environment. So we're dealing in 50 years right now where your body just doesn't have a clue what you're putting in it. And unless you're putting the foods that your body recognizes, you're going to deal with leaky gut. You're going to deal with inflammation. You're going to deal with depression, anxiety, panic attacks, ADHD, Crohn's disease, IBS, arthritis, you name it. I could keep going. The list is that high. So when I tell you that when you come into my program here, the weight loss is a side effect. It's just a side. I don't care about weight loss. It's actually the last thing on my mind. I know the weight's going to come off just organically by you learning and focusing on how to heal the body from the inside out. And in the process of doing that, we help you to deal with the aches and the pains and the joint pains and getting off the pills and medications for sleeping aids, depression, anxiety, diabetes pills, all these kind of medications people have stopped having to pay for and go get and spend time in doctor's office because you don't need them anymore because you're healthy. It's a matter about being healthy. And sure, maybe what brought you here today is a weight loss thing, mindset, but by being involved with the program, I teach you new lifestyle habits of how your body was designed to eat, move, and live in this world. And I change the mindset because it's all mindset. You shouldn't feel deprived. You shouldn't feel like you're cheating. You shouldn't feel like you need to follow something so structured, and if you don't, you're not going to get results. Everything has to come from here and here. You make decisions of something that's important to you, and then intuitively you follow it because you believe in it.
I joined because my niece Isabel is a flame. She was a 1.0 spark. And anyone who knows Isabel knows how transformed she is by the program and what a great advocate she is for it. So I wanted to lose some weight, certainly, because it's amazing how weight just creeps on, without you know it. You think, oh, it's just 2 pounds. Ah, that's okay. 3 pounds, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, not so okay. So there was that, but I also had some back injuries and some injuries at the gym, and I needed to strengthen my core again. So the weight training part was really critical for me. What I didn't expect was how much I would enjoy the eating plan. I thought it would be, difficult and not appetizing. But I love the Plan to Eat app. I really like the recipes. My husband likes the recipes. My husband has lost weight. It's just great. So I easily imagine myself, I intend to continue with eating using a lot of those recipes. So that's great. Results-wise, I did really well, I think, if I say so myself. My goal was 10 pounds, and I did 14.7. Thank you. And mainly it was the inches. My goal was, your goal for me was 10 inches, and I did almost 20, which is
amazing.
And I even made my percent body fat goal but still it was 5%, and I got, 5, whatever, a little bit more or less, depends how you look at it, right? Less body fat. Yes. So that's my story. And I think what was key for me was my coach and the whole accountability and the group of the Krista's group that we got to know each other each week through the calls. And also just the support of all the ladies, that you're allowed to be down, you're allowed to be discouraged. Somebody's always there to pick you up. You're allowed to celebrate. You're allowed to exchange information. It's just been wonderful. So it's an amazing program. I couldn't speak more highly of it.
The one thing I want to make perfectly clear from the beginning is that I am not going to try and sell you any products. I'm not going to try and do gimmicks of any kind. There's no automatic shipment program for you to follow. What we do here is teach you exactly how the body works so that you make your proper decisions on how to eat whole, real, natural foods that come from the ground or that have a mother. That's going to be entirely your choice. I don't push paleo, keto, veganism, vegetarianism, any ism. I don't push any label on you. I don't believe in food labels. I don't believe in following a ketogenic diet or a Paleolithic diet. I believe in making those educational decisions for yourself that's going to reduce inflammation in your body, that's going to nourish your gut and give you amazing gut health and heal your body, and eat the foods that you were designed to eat based on your genetics and your DNA and your lineage and everything that makes up you. And then there's natural life that comes involved. You've got your 80-20 rule, and you're going to decide if 80% of the time you want to, eat in that non-negotiable way and give yourself like 20% flexibility on living life and going to Rockaberries or whatever. Maybe you're 100% of the way and you're like, I'm going to completely 100% change my lifestyle. These are all in your control, and you can move as fast or as slow as you choose to. The magic sauce here, and the reason why 80% of the people who join the 6-week transformation program automatically sign up for the annual membership is because they know that they have finally found the right place. They have found the place that is going to make their life different, because they realize that they have to work on their mindset and on their daily habits. And they do that in an environment where the women are uber supportive. They wake up and they see a post about a spin class they just attended to, and the next thing they know, they're putting their name down for a spin class. They see a post of someone who's going to a fermentation workshop. Next thing you know, 25 of the people are following them to go learn about how to make fermented foods and so on. So the reason why things like Weight Watchers and point systems and eat less, move more, and all these things don't ultimately work for you in the long run is because in the situation like Weight Watchers, what happens is they're teaching you how to follow a point system. And the point system includes things like muffins and cookies and fajitas and things that fit within the Weight Watchers point system. And they're selling you Weight Watchers food. And when you look at the ingredients of the Weight Watchers foods, they are filled with preservatives, corn, wheat, and soy, right? They are saying, oh, follow this easy, simple system. Make sure you stay within whatever amount of points during the day and you're good. Unfortunately, your body was not designed to follow a point system. Your body is non-negotiable. Your body will not negotiate with you. It's got to deal with whatever the way you feed it. You're either pregnant or you're not pregnant. You're not kind of pregnant, right? You're either with child or not. And your body is going to react that way. It will either understand the food that you give it or it won't. One or the other. And if it doesn't understand the food, it will go on attack for you because your body was designed to survive. Your body wants to be healthy. Your body is designed to continuously look for ways to heal itself. So if your body and your immune system is constantly on the defense of inflammatory foods, like maybe gluten or dairy, depending on whether or not you're intolerant to that or not, your body is on high alert in defense of those foods. But if your immune system is focused on, protecting your body from those inflammatory foods and it's getting to work, it can't deal with the other issues that are going on in the body. Like why do you have pain in your joints? That's an inflammatory response in the body. Your body is inflamed. Likely you're dealing with an inflammatory response like arthritis or joint pain because you're feeding it with tons of inflammatory foods and your body is on high defense looking after it. Okay, so we do go over all this stuff in the program, and I fear that I will get off onto a tangent, and I really want to respect your time for this hour today. So I'm going to put all that aside right over here, but all that information is waiting for you inside the program, okay? The main questions that I have for you today is, what if you could end that self-negative talk in your mind, right? That lack of motivation, lack of energy, feeling like crap in your clothes, always feel like you're cheating or always trying to deny your cravings, and you live in that world every single day. You put on your pants and you're just a little bit too tight, you're a little low in energy, you've got shoulder pain now that's been chronic, that's been bothering you forever, you've got depression in your mind, you've got stomach pain, and you live like this every single day. So what if we could put an end to all of those things? And you will see all throughout the day today, when people come and do their live testimonials, you're going to see we have done just that. The people who were on antidepressants are off of them. The people who were on sleep aids are off of them. The people who were taking diabetic medications for number 2 diabetes, not number 1, they no longer take those medications anymore. They are getting off the meds. They're getting motivated, energized, inspired, and as a side effect, they've lost the weight that they want to do. And those pictures, when you see those pictures holding up their pictures and they're like, I lost 20 pounds in 6 weeks. It absolutely happens for real, because we're removing the inflammation in your body. We're hydrating your body to make you feel amazing. We're getting you back, moving your body every single day, because all you got to do is walk down the stairs, go into your basement, start moving your body for 45 minutes, go back up, shower, you're done. Right? For those of the people who are watching and they're saying, I don't know if my body can handle this. I'm 320 pounds. I don't know if my body can handle this. I'm dealing with massive arthritis and daily pains. I've got fibromyalgia. I'm pregnant. I don't know if I can do any of these things. This program is for everybody. For fitness, my sole expectation is that you come on, turn on your computer for 45 minutes, move your body any which way you can, turn off your computer and go upstairs and shower. That's my sole expectations for you. Okay, we're not training athletes in here, but I will train you how to think like an athlete so that you train with all the energy and ambition that you can muster during that 45 minutes, and then shut your computer and go on with your day. So that's what happens in the virtual workouts, okay? At the end of the day, I need you to understand the physiological responses to stress in the body. Stress and sleep are the two pinnacle issues that link out with gut health. And once that trifecta, right? Gut health, stress, and sleep, they're this circular thing that directly relates to how you're going to deal with fitness and nutrition. So most people try to get a fitness plan, try to get a nutrition plan, and they put these two things together and they're like, okay, now I should start losing weight. And they wonder why they can't. I don't understand. The weight just won't come off. I don't get it. I'm doing everything right. I've got my fitness plan. I've got a nutrition plan. Why isn't it working? Because that's not the point. Okay, each one of these things is its own entity. You can't outwork out a bad nutrition plan. You can't. The fitness has nothing to do with the nutrition. The fitness makes your body stronger. The fitness makes you think better. The fitness makes you feel better. The fitness helps keep those bones up with the muscles that keep you strong. The fitness helps to regulate your hormones. That's the job of fitness. It has nothing to do with the nutrition. The nutrition is your biochemistry of how everything works. Making sure you have the right micro and macronutrients to make sure that your body functions properly, that all the messengers can talk to one another properly. That's what nutrition does. Okay? And if your body is crazy stressed out, either from chemicals or from life events that are going on, or whatever the case may be, genetically, you just might be a worrywart. The stress directly connects with how your endocrine system works. Your hormone systems directly relates to how those messages connect. Sleep will dramatically impact your body's ability to heal if you're not sleeping properly. So you need to sleep, and you need to manage your stress so that you sleep well, so that your body can heal itself. And if you're crazy stressed, you need to have that conversation with your gut, because everything starts in the gut. Everything. Your whole microbiome in your gut will determine everything. So making sure that you're eating plenty of prebiotics and probiotics, and that you've properly nourished the gut, and you've healed the gut lining from being leaky gut and all this stuff that you're just starting to hear about now in that science. Understanding your microbiome is key, and then everything else will fall into place. And even though in this conversation it might feel a little overwhelming right now, trust me, when you go through the program step by step by step, it's all going to make sense. Okay, so who is this program for? Okay, let's find out if you're in the right place. Number one, you need to have a curiosity about how the body works. You need to get to that point in your life where you're like, okay, God damn it, I'm so sick and tired of this. I want to learn how this body works of mine so I can just do it. Because how many times have you tried to sit and make Legos with your kids without reading the instructions, and the Lego never looks like it does on the package, right? Because nowadays with Lego, they literally show you one page at a time, okay, put this here next, and you follow that thing, and next thing you know, your Lego looks just like it did on the box. All right, and that's what you've got to do. You've got to take time and follow the directions on how your body works. You've got to be someone who wants to heal your body from the inside out. And understand that no matter how many spin classes that you take, it's not going to solve the problem. You need to go inside the body and do some house cleaning in there, okay? Someone who wants all the benefits of a gym from their own living room. So as we've already expressed, and you've heard people share it, the convenience of being able to work out from home, you will dramatically see very, very quickly for those of the people who think, I'm not going to get a good workout unless I'm at a gym. You need to understand that once I see you and I start yelling at you from here, and I see that you've been lying on the floor just a little too long taking that water break, you will get the same impact as you will unless it's if you were downstairs in my studio. Okay? So someone who may or may not know that they need a community. So as Julie was saying before, sometimes you feel like, okay, I can go and do this on my own. And all of a sudden you're like, that worked for about 2 or 3 weeks. And there are some people like me who are very, very disciplined. And I don't need a coach telling me what to do or not to do, because I wake up and I train, and I took time to educate my body. I've got the knowledge. I know how to train myself. I've got the discipline. I go downstairs, I train it, I eat well, and I am somebody who is very self-disciplined. But my community enriches my life every single day. So whether I feel like I need a community or not, this is the right place for me, because I feel the love from our girls in there. So if you are someone who needs that accountability, not only do I pair you up with a whole bunch of people who are going to give you that personal one-on-one accountability, but my financial system of how this program works, of how you're going to get it for free, holds you accountable to the program. Okay, so we've got accountability systems worked out all over the place. Okay, So someone who is fed up of dealing with pain, dealing with obesity, dealing with depression, dealing with not feeling good about themselves, who need life balance, who need to figure out how to structure their stuff. If you haven't felt this vibe from me already, I've been an entrepreneur for 25 years. I'm incredibly passionate about what I do, and I thrive on helping you achieve life balance on all areas of your life, whether it come from marriage, motivation, organization, whatever, eating habits, education on telling you how the world is working today with our food supply. You get everything. So this program is not for somebody who wants the quick fix. It's just not. Go on to YouTube or Pinterest and find that $19.99 program and go look for your quick fix. And in 6 months, we'll have this conversation again. And you'll come back to me. I had a girl who said to me, Sherry, I just saw my nutritionist. She gave me a 1,400 calorie meal plan. And you know what? It really worked for me. I just want to get back to that plan. She goes, that plan worked for me. I said, sweetheart, it didn't work for you because we're having this conversation. It's 6 months later and we're having a conversation and you've got an extra 30 pounds on your butt, right? It didn't work for you. That's what you need to understand, is that things that work for you are going to stay with you for 18 years. I have maintained my weight from being overweight for 18 years. Why? Because I took the time to figure out what works and what doesn't work for my body, and I move my body every day. Boom, boom, easy. That's why. Okay, so if you're here for the quick fix, at some point you're going to acknowledge, you're going to sit down, you got to do the homework, you got to figure out, okay, what works for my body, what doesn't work for my body, boom. And then it's going to start to work. When the mindset shifts, when the lifestyle changes, unfortunately, we were all growing up in a world where we grew up on cereals and toasts and jams and granola bars and Coke and chips and hot dogs. And that's the world that we've ever known. And our bodies still reject it 40 years later. It still rejects it. Don't think that because you can digest food and it comes out the other end that you can eat it. It's not true. Your body has been on high defense for 40 years. So the people who say I'm big boned, for the people who say, I'll never be thin, I can't, my parents are overweight, I'm overweight, I've always been this way. Or the people who say, I started to get arthritis 10 years ago, it's chronic, I have to live with this for the rest of my life and accept it. No. You don't have to accept it. You can just start working every single day to change those little lifestyle changes, make those adjustments so that once you start giving your body what it needs, boom, it is that easy. It's not complicated, but it does take work. It takes effort. We are talking about shifting a mind that has been like this for 40 years, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. We have a 65-year-old lady in our course. You've been programmed a certain way and your body doesn't agree with it. End of story. It's not negotiable. It's not going to negotiate with you. They weren't designed to have fruit roll-ups. It just wasn't. This program's not for you if you're here to make excuses, if you're here to be negative, if you're someone who won't engage in Facebook. I will tell you that the people who get the results from my program are engaged. They show up for our masterminds. They show up for their coaches meetings. They show up to work out. They show up on the Facebook page. It takes about 5 hours a week, so not a lot, but they show up. And what happens? You're going to see today, live, in person. You're going to see the results of all these people today holding up their, you can go look right now. Medi Frals just posted last night her results, 20 pounds, 20 inches, 6 weeks. Boom. It's doable. It's possible. Go look on the wall. It's there, proof, right? And you have the pictures to prove it. It happens, but you need to engage. 80% of my program people thrive on this program. They thrive. They change their life. 20%. Why? Because they don't change anything from what they did 6 weeks ago. They do their own thing. They don't show up for masterminds. They don't come to coaches meetings. They don't get on the Facebook group. They don't show up for classes. And they expected that because they bought a program that they should get results and they didn't put in the work. It will take work. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to try and sell you otherwise. You need to engage. And it will take about 5 hours a week of your time. Okay? All right. So all we got to figure out today is 3 things. Once we figure out these 3 things today, if you've answered yes to all 3 one of these questions, it's a no-brainer. You just show up. Show up, sign up, let's go. Number 1, are you ready to make your health non-negotiable? That's number 1. I want to see a lot of heads nodding. Yes. Yes, I'm ready to make my health non-negotiable, right? Number 2, am I the right leader for you to follow to make that happen? Right? I'm happy to see those nodding heads. I don't want to make that decision for you, but that's what you need to figure out. Is this girl, this crazy loon that I hear about all over the town, Sherry Thacker, like, who is this girl? Is she the girl that's going to lead me down the path? And is the program that we have created here and the structure that we're offering you, is this the right program for you? If we get yes to those 3 questions, I'm ready to make my health non-negotiable. Sherry, you're the girl to take me there, and this program rocks. Boom. Decision made. You don't need to think about it. You don't need to ask your husband. You don't need to really I don't know, just do it. Because if you ask any of the people in my group, if they knew what results they would get on their decision day, when they're holding up that paper, look, go ask Marie-France today. Just say, Marie-France, you held up the paper today that said you lost 20 pounds and 20 inches in 6 weeks. If you knew that you would get that result in 6 weeks, rewind back to day 1, just on that day when you're like, I don't know, I don't think I should, I don't get it. Would you do it? She'd say, hell yeah. Right? Because boom, Nancy lost 150 pounds in 10 months with us, 150 pounds. Okay? Would she have joined this program? No brainer. It's a no-brainer. The one thing I will say is that I have invested over $100,000 in my education, no joke. Over $100,000 in my education. I've been studying this for 18 years. I've done over 37 certifications. I've gone to university courses. I've gone to workshops. I've gone to conferences. I've read thousands of hours of books. Last year, I read 34 books alone on health, fitness, functional medicine, stress, sleep, brain function, everything. Okay? I have put in the hours. I've put in the work. And more importantly, I've put in the money. And I've compressed all this stuff down in a digestible, pun intended, way for you to be able to absorb that information. Okay, so I'm going to help you understand that all this conflicting information that you keep hearing about on the internet, well, like, all these people say paleo is good, and all these people say paleo is bad, and all these people say eat protein, and all these people say don't eat meat. You've got all these people a little back and forth. I'm going to deliver the truth to you. How am I going to do that? Because the truth for you is different for you than it is for Sylvie and Julie and Krista and Jennifer and everybody else. The truth is different to everybody because all their bodies are different, and that's why. Okay? So I did all the work. I did all the sweat equity. I put in all the time. I've condensed it down so that you don't need to know about the mitochondria. You don't need to know about cellular respiration. I know about that stuff. I need to know it so I can teach it to you. All you need to worry about is figuring out what you're going to put in your mouth, right? And what time of the day you're going to work out. That's all you got to worry about. I'll take care of the rest. So in the 6-week program, we're going to teach you about fasting and whether or not this is the right strategy for you. I'm going to teach you the pure science of the body. And the only thing you need to understand today about fasting is that your body was designed to go through feast and famine. We have that expression for a reason. There's feast and there's famine. Why? Because there's a winter and a summer. There's a time when there is scarcity and there's a time when there's abundance. And that's all you need to know about fasting. And you decide the distance of time that you will have in between meals, because that's all fasting is. It's a distance of time. So as scary as fasting may sound, you're going to decide your fasting windows and your feeding windows. based on your lifestyle, your stress levels, your family life, and so on. And as you go through the 6-week program with us, you might expand those windows or you may not, but you're in complete control of that. Okay? We're going to teach you about inflammation of the body because once and for all, you need to understand what's causing inflammation in your body. You may be lactose intolerant, you might be gluten intolerant, you might be nightshades intolerant, you might find out that oranges out of the clear blue sky give you grief, right? Like you need to find out what foods are causing inflammation in your body so that we can take away that pain and bloatingness and, like all the inflammation that's making you retain water and everything else. The pinnacle here is gut health. Okay, you're starting to hear a little bit about it. Why? Because gut health has really only been studied for the last generation. And scientists are like, before the microbiome was like, and then scientists are like, no, wait a minute. We got to start paying attention to this. And much like the first rocket launch in the 60s up to the moon, you can imagine how much space and science has changed in that time frame over the last whatever decades, right? 3-4 decades since we first went into space. Imagine the amount of space science that has changed within that time. It's the same with our bodies. Scientists are getting smarter and smarter and smarter of understanding how the body works. And it's really only been within the last decade, and specifically within the last 5 years, that scientists are like, oh my God, there is a whole world down there, right? Much like space, much like underneath the sea, there's a whole world going on in your gut. And now we can finally understand what is governing how the body works. So the only thing you need to know about gut health in this call is understand that it plays a massive role in your endocrine system, your mentality, your hunger hormones, how you function, how well you're going to be, how sick you're going to be. They play a massive role. Okay? Stress and sleep, we've talked about that already today. You need to understand the physiological responses to stress and the science of sleep to understand how to embed into your day stress and sleep management techniques to ensure stress levels are down and sleep levels are high, right? It's a must. It cannot be neglected. Often it's like, deal with it. You're a pansy, you're a baby, who needs sleep? Like manage your stress. Like it's been such a thing where people are like, you're just a weakling, you're just a loser. No, it's the pinnacle of health. Those two things. Stress is catabolic. It will absolutely destroy the insides of your body, even though stress was designed to be our friend. Stress was designed to be our friend, but in today's world, it is catabolic. That means destroy, right? Sleep is anabolic. Sleep is healing and repair, and you need the sleep to heal your body. And finally, we teach you how to detox your body, whether that be through fasting or juicing or whichever way that you feel is appropriate for you. We need to cleanse and detoxify the organs. We need to heal your cells and detoxify your cells. What do you get when you jump into this program? First and foremost, we connect you with an instant family, instant. You have Sylvie, and she is your admin support girl, and she is there to help you with all the tech, administrative, customer service things, okay? I instantly pair you up with someone who's about to go through the program for the very first time, just like you. So you have a Facebook Messenger connection community going on with someone that you can talk to, or like, oh, this is like, whoa, like you're going through this experience for the first time. You also get paired up with a buddy who's graduated my program. Okay, we call those people flames, and they are there to act as a mentor to help you get through the program. And then I give you your own private accountability coach. And that girl is there for you at your beck and call. She is there within reason, okay? She's there for you to answer your questions, to hold your hand, to get you through the 6 weeks. And then every Thursday night, you have an accountability call with her. And that's where you take all the information that I've shared with you and you work it around a little bit to understand how you want to implement what you want to implement into your life with her on Thursdays, okay? So you get your coaches, your buddies, me, support staff, family, and of course our tribe. We've got over 150 people in our tribe right now. In there, you're going to see just the posts that come and go in and out of that tribe every single day. You get weekly masterminds where I'm going to educate you on all the topics we just talked about: fasting, inflammation, gut health, stress, sleep, detox, okay? And I work hard to be extremely motivating for you. Okay, so you get motivation and inspiration. You get your tribe. And I also work religiously on incorporating rewards and prizes and contests and fun stuff to keep you engaged in the program. Just today, this weekend, you're going to learn of the person who's about to win $500 spa retreat for attending the most amount of classes. Okay, so we give away swag t-shirts, we give away water bottles, we give away gift certificates, we do all sorts of stuff. And that's just to help keep you engaged. That's just to help keep you on track and have something fun to work towards. Okay, so at the end of the day, you have this huge family, you have all this education, you have the prizes, incentives, motivations, inspiration, you get the personal trainer, the nutritionist, the natural therapist, the psychotherapist, you get the business coach, you get the motivational speaker, you get all that. You can get this program for free. You can, absolutely. As you may or may not have recognized so far, we've put a tremendous amount of work into this program. Tremendous. It's well structured, very professional, very well organized, and it is here for you. And we are all here collectively working as a team to make sure that you get through the 6 weeks. So we're not just going to let you in through the doors for free without any accountability. That's just not fair, because when life gets in the way, again, and your mother-in-law is at the hospital and you're like, man, I got too much on my plate, Sherry, now I can't. And you drop me after 2 weeks of me trying to do all this stuff for you. That's not fair, and I'm not going to do it that way. So what I make you do is I put down a deposit. You're going to have to put down a deposit that I will hold for 6 weeks. If you successfully go through my 6-week program and you achieve the goals that I set for you, which if you talk to my girls, you'll see completely attainable results, I will give you your money back, 100%. Here you go, all your money back. Why? Why am I going to do that? Because you've just quantified that my program works again. I'm going to have yet one more girl post on their wall, I took Sherry's 6-week transformation program. I lost 20 pounds in 6 weeks. Hell yeah, I'm happy, right? But chances are I'm not going to have to write you that refund, because 80% of the people that go through my program, they sign up for the annual membership. So one of two things happen. If I write you back a check and you decide to leave my program, well, you're posting a testimonial on your wall, you're proving that my program works, and 10 of your friends are going to join 7.0. That makes me very happy, and I'm happy to pay $500 back to you because I just spent $2,000 in Facebook ads trying to attract new clients, right? So me giving you back that $500 makes me happy because I know that that testimonial just brought in 10 more people. Or you apply that deposit onto the 6-week program in the annual membership. You get your 6 weeks for free because your annual membership starts as of the end of your 6-week program. So you've just gone through the 6-week program for free. The deposit you put down goes towards your annual membership, right? And it starts that day. And I'm happy you're with me to enjoy the journey for another year. And I'm ecstatic about that. So I don't lose. One way or another, I don't lose. I either get your testimonial or you're here with me for a year. I'm super happy. You don't lose. You either get your money 100% back or you found the right community that's going to get you the results. It's a win-win. In my 6-week transformation course, I've already told you that I've spent over $100,000 in my education. So when I put together a program on fasting, inflammation, gut health, sleep, stress, all that stuff that I offer you, there is a value in that information being condensed into a 6-week program for you. All that structure, all that hard work that it took for me to write down how all this thing was going to go down is valuable, and it's worth $3,500. That is my time to sit down after investing all that $100,000 to sit down and structure this out for you. You have access to a person who is a personal trainer, nutritionist, natural therapist, and you get that professional advice unlimited throughout the 6-week program, right? So if you were to see a personal trainer twice a week, a nutritionist once a week, and a natural therapist once a week, you'd be paying $2,100 over the 6 weeks. Okay, those are real numbers. I'm not just like jacking up numbers because I feel like it. That's real numbers. If you joined a personal studio like mine downstairs, you would be paying on average of $350 a month to me. How do I get that number? It's what actually happened for 5 years while I had my studio here. On average, the majority of the people that would come would pay on average $350 a month to access my studio. You now have unlimited classes. Unlimited, right? Your personal accountability coach. Personally, I pay those people $450 to be your accountability coach. That's real money. That's a check that I write to them. That's the true value. And we give you promotional material, $25, right? So when you join the program, you were automatically given your cape. We want to make sure that you have your cape to wear to succeed. So that total amount of money is $6,425. That's the real, true, accurate value of this program for real. I'm not charging that, but that's real value. Okay. Normally, when you join this program, your deposit is $497. That's what all of my people have paid to be a part of this program. Okay, so if you automatically know that you want to sign up for this class, right away, go message Sylvie, I want in. Because I guarantee you that the $497 is less. It's less than $497. And as I said to you before, all those money objections that I've heard before from people who were like, I don't know, I'm a single mom, my husband won't let me, I don't know, we're on a limited income, I'm not working right now, all that stuff that I've heard, go and ask any of my members today if they knew the results that they would have had in 6 weeks, if it would have been worth it to them. What if I was able to save you thousands of dollars every single year on groceries, right? Once you understand what you will no longer put in your cart anymore, then all the stuff that you're putting from your cart onto that whatever you call that there, what do you call that? The tarp at the grocery store, you're not going to be doing that anymore, right? All the boxes, all the cans, all the bottles, all that stuff that you're buying right now at the grocery store, you're not going to be buying anymore. I will be saving you thousands of dollars in groceries and through drive-thrus and restaurants. If you don't believe me, go ask my members. They're going to tell you their grocery bills have dramatically dropped because they're not buying the crud and crap anymore, right? They're not running to the doctor's office every 5 minutes, wasting time at the doctor's, buying medications, all those extra expenses, all the cleaning products, right? The hundreds of dollars that you're spending on Windex and Lysol and all this kind of stuff, you're not going to be buying anymore. You're going to be saving a truckload of money because you're going to learn the magic of coconut oil and all of the anti, what's the word that I want there? Vinegar, coconut oil, baking soda. Boom. Right? Cheap. So you're going to get rid of all of that problem. Okay? So for once, instead of investing the $500 on your kids' hockey team, on karate class, on ballet, on soccer, on all that stuff that we keep easily writing those checks to for all those different programs, for once, you're going to do it for you. For once, do it for you.